So good evening students. In the last lecture we have studied about the plant classification. Now in the today's lecture we will study about the salient features of some major classes of algae. So algae is mainly categorized into three categories named as chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae and rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae generally called as green algae, phaeophyceae is your brown algae and rhodophyceae is your red algae. So now we will discuss about the habitat. So chlorophyceae lives in the fresh marine or terrestrial habitat. Phaeophyceae, that is brown algae, lives in the fresh and marine habitat, and rhodophyceae, that is red algae, mostly live in the marine habitat. Now here is a stellar structure. So yes, green algae has a unicellular colonial and filamentous structure. Brown algae has a filamentous or branch structure, and rhodophyceae, that is red algae, have the unicellular and filamentous structure. All the three classes of algae are eukaryotic in nature. In the case of chlorophyceae, cell structure that is eukaryotic in nature with well organized nucleus plus some membrane bound organelles are also present in the case of green algae. Cell wall of green algae is made up of cellulose, cell wall of brown algae is made up of cellulose and algin, and cell wall of red algae is made up of cellulose, pectin, polysulfate esters, flagella. So yes, in the case of green algae, that is chlorophyceae, flagella are 2, 8 in number, equal and apical. In the case of brown algae, there are 2 flagella in number, they are unequal. And in the case of red algae, these motile structures, that is flagellas, are absent pigment. So chlorophyll A and B are present in the case of chlorophyceae. Chlorophyll A, C, fucoxanthin and carotene are present in the case of phaeophyceae. Chlorophyll A, D, phycocyanin and phycoerythrin are present in the case of rhodophyceae, that is red algae. Reserve food material. So yes, starch is mainly the reserve food material in the case of green algae. Mannitol and laminarian is the reserve food material in the case of phaeophyceae. Floridine starch is the reserve food material in the case of red algae. Now unique feature of these algae. So yes, these three classes of algae exhibit pyronoids. They are proteinaceous structures that is present within the chloroplast, and they are mainly involved in the starch storage and starch formation. Next is the reproduction. So yes, in the case of green algae, that is chlorophyceae, reproduction mainly takes place by three means, that is vegetative mode of reproduction, sexual mode of reproduction and asexual mode of reproduction. Sexual mode of reproduction is mainly categorized into the three categories, that is isogamy, anisogamy and oogamy. In the case of phaeophyceae, reproduction takes place with the help of two modes, that is vegetative and sexual mode of reproduction. In the case of rhodophyceae, that is red algae, mainly vegetative, sexual and asexual mode of reproduction takes place. Noted here that in the case of rhodophyceae, that is red algae, sexual reproduction is generally complex and advanced in nature. So thank you so much. Stay connected.